Hey, ladies. Good afternoon. It's Sunday, and I'm just sitting here at home, and my little hootie guy, he's doing good. That's my tattoo I got in Vegas. He healed beautifully. I mean, it was only a week yesterday, so probably one of the best tattoos I've healed. But I remember he did a thing on my leg. Like 4 years ago in Vegas, and I remember thinking we had drove a Jeep. I was dating this guy that lived in Detroit, and we drove a Jeep from Vegas to Detroit, and we got tattoos by this guy. And my ex knows him, and the sister goes to him, and she's like blasted out. They call it when you're just covered neck and hands and everything. So anyways, so I'm sitting here and I'm watching everyone's vlogs, just kind of like from last weekend and stuff. And Jennifer, oh my God, like, let me just tell you guys, Jennifer HCG, she is just so awesome. I love you. And oh my God, she was just talking about some stuff that was so funny. So I have to talk about my experience with Eyes Claw at dinner, okay? Because I'm sitting right next to her, right? So, so this freaking, we already decided. She says, I'm gonna get this large plate, it's got this huge steak. I said, okay, so I'm not gonna order any meat and I'll share the steak with you. So yeah, they bring out this, the steak was like as big as mine and I's head, like together, like this thing was huge. And of course this gigantic lobster claw. And so yeah, everyone's trying to figure out like, and I'm like the master of like cracking crab legs and like getting all the meat out, and just like, and I'm thinking like, how the heck, like I couldn't even bend the thumb back, from the claw, like, you know. And so the waiter comes out and he's like, yeah, I know you had this. I know you need help opening it. So we're thinking he's got some like, some Jedi, like he's got this, he's just going to open this claw, right? And he just like blasts it down on his leg. He's like, and just like brings his leg up, and it's all like barbaric. And he's like, arr, arr, like opening this claw. Oh my God, we were dying. It was the funniest thing. Oh my gosh, it was so funny. But we just thought he was going to be like, I open claws all the time. I'm like the claw open master. And he's like, trying to like karate chop it across his leg. Like, oh my God, it was so funny. Almost broke his femur, yo. Like, we were, I was dying. That was so awesome, you guys. It was great. And I was sitting, it was like Jenny, me, and Ricky, and Jennifer, and Di, and I think her husband, and just Rhonda, and it just kept going all the way around. And you guys, it was so much fun. I had so much fun. And and so yeah, and there was another thing, Jennifer. Oh yeah, the next day after I had gotten my Mr. Owl, so I text Jen. I'm like, I'm heading back to the hotel, like, what's going on? She's like, I'm in the room, I'm trying to sober up. And I'm like, psh. So I'm walking back to the room. I'm like, I'm totally sober. I'm just completely hopped up because just all my adrenaline from getting the tattoo and just blood rushing. I'm just like, so I texted her. I said, well, I'm going to go across. My girlfriend works at the Cromwell. You were right, Jennifer. I said, so I'm going to go see her. She's only there till 5, and it was like 2 o'clock. And Jen's like, well, I want to go. How do I get there? I'm like, well, I'll just come up and get you. It's so funny because I walk in the room and she's just like sitting on this chair, like help me, like. So she's like, okay, so I'm going to go. She's like, I'm not going to drink, right? It's like, don't even say that when you're in Vegas. So, so we go to the Cromwell. We find my girlfriend right away. We sit down. We're drinking. And the next thing I know, she's like, hey, my girlfriend says, hey, I get off work in 10 minutes. You want to go meet for a drink? I'm like, 10 minutes? It's like 5 o'clock. Like, we were literally sitting there for 3 hours. Like, like, what were we doing? 3 hours, poof, just like went by. Like, it was just gone. Didn't even know we're 3 hours. And so, okay, so I'm like drinking some champagne, just watching your guys' vlogs, just reliving it, loving every second of you guys. So then, yeah, so we go, she says, yeah, go to this place. It's down by this parking garage. Go, blah, blah, blah. And so we go walking down. We're like, is this the right way? Did she say we had to turn? Where are we going? Like, like there's like trash cans and we're like in an alley, like. So then there's the stage door, right? We go in. It's like literally you walk in, it was like, just all the undesirables like hanging out in there. We go walking in, we go sit down. I'm like, oh, don't touch anything. We're playing 1 cent poker, and there's like people waiting to play their penny poker machines. Like they're all mad because we're tourists. They're like, she's sitting at my machine, we're like, ah. Jennifer's trying to win a hot dog, right? So I'm like, I'm playing video poker. I've got my 100 credits, and I put my dollar in. And she's like, well, I play blackjack. I'm like, so I start playing blackjack. I go, well, I don't want to count. She's like, well, it adds it up right there for you. Like, 21. I'm like, all right. So I start playing. So I start kind of winning. I'm all, oh, yeah, this is kind of cool, And then I start losing again. I'm like, whatever. Poker's like funner. It's like more fun. It's like, you got to like find the straight and the flush and whatever. It's a little bit more fun. So it's like boom, boom, boom. Dollar's gone, right? Jennifer's like, I'm almost winning my hot dog right now. Like, she was like, I'm up to $1.30 or something. It was like $1.50 for the hot dog. She's like, I almost won my hot. I'm like, dude, that's like such a great idea. Yeah, like let's like gamble and try to like win our stuff. Like, yeah, just cash out. Just give me my hot dog. You don't even gotta cash me out. And yeah, just the guy was like, you gotta get an attendant to cash out. And it wasn't like it was like old school machine where like the paper doesn't spit out in it. We were just dying. But it was like the best, like, yeah, music and everything. And it was just like the best bar and place that we had went to. And if I had stayed there longer, I would have dragged those girls out there the next day. But I was in my living room at home with my children on Sunday morning by 8:30 a.m. So I was at the airport at 5 o'clock in the morning and everything. But I think I already told you guys that. But oh my God, just thinking about stage door, it was so funny. So Angelina shows up, right? Yeah. And we're like drinking. She's like, it's not the type of place where you put a 20 in the machine, you get your drinks for free, because the drinks were already, yeah, like $2, $3, like, and just the best music. It was so fun. And then, so yeah, Angelina's like, so we're getting ready to leave. I'm like, hey, yeah, we should bring the girls here tonight. And Angelina says, no, don't come here at night. And we start cracking up. She's like, no, Tina, seriously, like, please promise me, like, you won't come in here at night. And I'm just like, okay, yeah, seriously, yeah. So anyways, yeah, that was just too funny. Stage door in the middle of like all these grand hotels, and it's like this most seedy little divey, like it was so cool. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know what else to say about that. Like, it was just so great. Like, just listening to everybody's recaps, like, was so awesome, just like the DJ. I think Ricky forgot that she even went there, but it was Friday after the luau. We couldn't get into the karaoke. We all went back to, we went back to the room, me and Jennifer and Susie, and I was like dragged my ass out. I was like trying to talk myself into staying, and then I was like, no, I gotta go. I don't go out. I'm not in the hustle and bustle. And so here I am out and about. And so I went and went across the street, and everybody was at the quarter eating, and then we all walked back to Caesars and went to this little bar that was inside Caesars, and it was like the worst DJ I've ever heard in my life. Like, everybody be dancing, and then the next song would come on. I'd be like, wait a minute, like, what beat is this? Like, Oh my God, it was just like crazy. But anyways, you guys, I'm already at 10 minutes and I don't want to keep you gal too long. So I'll probably vlog again if I remember, just anybody jogs my memory about some cool stuff we did. Ciao.